always be way up high in a coat.
Alright, we have Tara back behind me. Welcome aboard. Watch your elbow there. Aloha. Balina Maikako. Welcome, everyone. My name's Beth. I'll be your pilot and tour guide today. Do me a favor, please. If you saw the safety briefing inside, give me a big thumbs up. Perfect. Any questions? Alright. If you have questions anytime during the tour, throw them out there. I love questions. The easiest way to hear each other on board will be with those hand microphones. There's one in between each pair of seats, so everybody's sharing with one neighbor. You just push the button, and you do want to make sure it's real close to your mouth so it picks your voice up well. I'm going to turn them off just for takeoff. I'll let you know when you're back on in just a few minutes. You guys ready to go flying? Alright, we'll see you in the sky.
Sunny skies far as I can see, I'm in a coconut tree. Yeah, there's less stress.
Alright, here we go.
Almost heaven, West Makaha, High Ridge Mountain, crystal clear blue water. All my friends there, hanging down the beach, young and old among them, feel the ocean breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Makaha, Mount Kala, oh take me home, oh country road. I heard a voice in the morning, it calls me as though to remind me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I feel spirits coming to me from yesterday, yesterday. All my memories hold heaven on high, brown skinned woman, clear blue island sky, daytime sunshine, oh so bright, midnight moon a glowing, stars up in the sky. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. Mount Kala, take me home, country road.
Alright, folks, I'm going to go ahead and bring those microphones back on for you. Feel free to use them anytime you want. Again, my name is Beth. And if by any chance you ask me something and you get no response, please ask me twice. I have some other aircraft in my headset that you guys aren't hearing. They like to talk over you sometimes. Well, we're getting started here. Let's get to know each other a little bit. David and Edmund, where are you gentlemen visiting us from?
Minnesota.
Well, cool. Welcome out to the tropics. Glad to have you guys all the way out in the islands here. How about Dominic? Where are you coming from, sir?
Northern California.
Oh, welcome over from Cali. Now, are you on a layover right now or on vacation?
Actually on vacation.
Oh, cool. Nice. Well, welcome out to the islands.
Thanks.
And how about Tara, Mary, and Sarah? Sarah, where are you ladies coming from? Push the button on it?
Texas.
What part of Texas?
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Awesome. Welcome over. Hey, como mai, everybody. Welcome to the beautiful garden island of Kauai. I'll fill you in on my flying history. I'm from Florida. That's where I was civilian trained as a pilot about 12 years ago now. This is a second career for me. And I am a third generation pilot following in my grandmother's footsteps. So far I've done most of my flying offshore in the Gulf of Mexico, flying the oil platforms. As I was asking what part of Texas, I spent a lot of time in East Texas. Although I've driven through your neck of the woods quite often because my folks live up in Tulsa. So I'll back and forth from there to the Gulf. And let's see, I came over this way about 4 years ago now to go sightseeing for a living. So I appreciate you all joining me today. We've got a beautiful day on the island for you. And I know you probably think I'm full of baloney on that one because we just passed a big rain shower. We've got these clouds slung low on the mountains. But this is the second rainiest place on the planet, #1 in the United States. And that's why it's so pretty. We're going to see a lot of waterfalls today because the weather that's passed through, which again is very normal here, but it really has the waterfalls pumped up. They're putting on an exceptional show right now. We're going to be cruising through the rainforest for the next little while here, so keep a lookout for waterfalls. Got one down tucked low to our left side. We're going to have a whole bunch of them, so don't mind me if we cruise back, past some of the smaller ones. I'll make sure we get a lot of time at the big ones. Now, stretching out in front of us is a canopy of treetops. The trees you see around the island with the big umbrella-like canopies, there's just a huge mass of them in front of us there. These are African albizia trees. So what you're looking at ahead of us is actually about 150 feet up from what ground level actually is. These trees were brought over here from Africa a few hundred years ago for construction. They're very sturdy hardwood in Africa, but here in the islands where we get all this rain, they grow 4 times their normal growth rate. That rapid growth rate makes them very brittle. So we can't build anything with them. It was kind of a big oops bringing them here. But since they grow so rapidly, they replenish very quickly, we've actually used them as a source of biomass power generation. It's one of the ways we get alternative energy here on Kauai. Makes it a very sustainable source of energy for us because they grow like weeds here. And the land out to our left side is privately owned. This used to all be sugarcane land. Sugarcane was our largest cash crop since the time of the Civil War, but in recent decades it's gotten too expensive to produce, so it's not grown commercially anywhere in Hawaii anymore, except for 8 acres on this island exclusively for Kaloa Rum Company. But other than that, it's gone away. This land here, when it went out of use for sugarcane farming, it sold off to a single investor. 6,700 acres was purchased for $15 million. A year later, he sold off a tiny part of that, 300 acres, for $50 million. Left himself with a nice backyard and a nice profit as well. This is the town of Kapa'a ahead of us, our largest residential town here on Kauai. Lahui's our county seat. That's way off in the distance as far as you can see out there at 11 o'clock. But Kapa'a is where the largest concentration of us residents live. I actually live right down there to our left side. There's about 11,000 of us living here in Kapa'a, 65,000 on the island as a whole. Look deep to your right side, you see some little waterfalls streaming down the hill there. That's Makaleha Falls. You can hike to that one. Very advanced hike. It's only about, I think, 2 miles, 4 mile round trip, but man, that'll take you most of the day. That takes some doing to get back there. That's a real rainforest hike. So we're pointed right at the center of Kauai right now, pointing at Mount Waialeale. She's up in the clouds and the mist there. That's our volcano that formed the whole island. And she sits under an almost perpetual cloud layer because that's where we get 450 inches of rain per year. It's at the center of that volcano. We're going to work our way as close to the volcano as we can. Again, it is one of the rainiest places on Earth. So it's not often we really get to see her up close, but I will absolutely get you as close as she will allow. Our volcano used to be over 9,000 feet tall. But erosion has taken its toll on this island. It is a very old island, the oldest of the major Hawaiian islands. So it's about half of its former height. Today it stands at 5,243 feet above sea level. That's on the south rim of the volcano.